Within this package here waits some amazing Spider-Man issues that I have been after for some time. Scored a bunch of them all from one seller, which is always fantastic. And similar to these comics waiting to get out of this package, I cannot contain my excitement, and I'm geeked to finally be able to show these off, but more importantly, to have them in my collection, in my hands. So let's get into it. Alright people, time to do it, because these books need to be freed from this priority prison. I forgot the best way to do this. I think I struggled with this before for some reason. So we're going to start up here. My adamantium knife, my trusty adamantium knife, which does not fail. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to absolutely butcher this package. I don't even care, because that's what we do. So here we go. My secure Gemini mailer. You can go away. I'm telling y'all, like, some of these books I've been looking for these at shops, never found them. I don't think I came across these at C2E2, at least for decent prices. Nothing, they're not like major keys, but still, like, books that I want, so that's all that matters. So, they don't have to be major keys. Get that. Bubble wrap. Alright. I had a ton of bubble wrap. I'm damn near a hoarder because I keep all the shipping supplies. Actually, I can just slide this out. Work smarter, not harder. Oh, yes. But let me tell you, some of these books in here complete some kind of stretches of issues that, I mean, obviously I'm after all of Amazing Spider-Man, but just some of these books in here specifically are like finish up some stretches of issues that I've wanted to work on, which is all of them. I'm trying to figure out a way to say that, but it all just comes back to, yeah, I'm working on Amazing Spider-Man, so I don't know how to do that. So, but yeah, these I might have a newsstand of a couple of these issues, but 2 issues specifically, and I'm gonna save those for the end because, where are you? Oh, look at, especially that one. That one and this one. Those 2 issues have eluded my grasp for some time. And I still have to pull the rest of the tape off, but yeah, all this Amazing Spider-Man goodness is incredible. Oh, I guess it's probably showing off to the people. That's why we're doing this video. I guess, for the people, when a Cobra comes a-calling, we have King Cobra, Amazing Spider-Man 231. Yeah. Serpent Society on the side of a building, getting it in. JR, and is that Al Milgrom maybe? AM? Al Milgrom is the first one that comes to mind there. This is it. Genuine, uncensored, thrill-filled spider action, except no substitutes. Kapow! We got Spider-Man and a tarantula. Amazing Spider-Man 233. Yes, sir. So from King Cobra to the tarantula to confrontations featuring the menace of the Mad Thinker and his awesome android, Amazing Spider-Man 242. Yeah, look at that JR cover. Man, John Romita Jr. is an artist I kind of grew up with his X-Men stuff, and the Spider-Man stuff was before, but then some of his later stuff was on with like Avengers, and well, actually back on it again when he's on Spider-Man, and I was still doing fine there. It's so wild to think about John Romita Jr. though, because he's such a fantastic artist, but his more modern stuff doesn't. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just one of those comic anomalies, because his older stuff still, like, I can still look at his older work and it still looks fantastic, but his modern stuff is kind of worn out. Like, I don't understand how that is. Like, how his old stuff still holds up, but I don't know, something about his newer stuff, his newer work, some of it just kind of seems flatter. I don't know. I had to do like an in-depth examination comparing some of his older work versus even on multiple titles, X-Men, Spider-Man, and whatever else, compared to some of his newer stuff, back on Spider-Man, and then with some of his DC work. So, I don't know. Everybody who's a John Romita Jr. fan, let me know your thoughts on that as well. And if you kind of looked at what is that in the bag? That's on the bag, not in the book. I'll check it out later. All right, next up we got Namor, Spidey and the Submariner fight side by side against the Frightful Four. Don't miss the Evil FF's mysterious new member. A mystery. In Amazing Spider-Man 214. This is actually one of those issues too. So next one as well. These early 200s issues I have not been able to get and don't really see often. The race is on. Will death be the victor? And don't miss the return of Madam Web. 50-cent action. Here is Amazing Spider-Man 216. Oh man, we got a lot of these books are just full of villains. Some lesser known, such as this guy, Crisis on Campus, The Rage of Ramrod, Spidey 221. Yeah. Ramrod, Team Ramrod. Wasn't that from the Super Troopers? Team Ramrod? Or was that another movie? I feel like I'm leaning towards Super Troopers. I'm like 90% sure that's what it was, where Ramrod is from. But then also, Ramrod was the name of the pimp from Vice Squad too, so could have been thinking of that. All right, last two issues. Now these are the two main issues that I was after. So I've talked about when I'm after specific issues, I will search the issue, and I'll find any like reasonable results. I will add to my watch list based on price, condition, and price, condition. If the seller offers combined shipping, what are the rates? If they're comparable, like all of those, I add them all to my watch list, and then I'll go through each of those sellers' other items. Like, all right, who's offering the best? Especially if I'm looking for multiple issues and one seller has both of those issues or whatever, how many ever of those issues there are, and then like, all right, let me see, compare the deals. Like, all right, is it going to be better to get all these issues? And all of a sudden, like just like this one, like the seller had both of these two main issues I was after. Like I was specifically looking for these two issues, and it happened to have these other 6 Spidey issues I needed, and I was after too. Like, oh, perfect. So like turned into this full Amazing Spider-Man haul, and I couldn't be happier. So last two books, Peter Parker Goes Wild. Ooh, what's going on? Where are you at? I don't know. Amazing Spidey 206. And so that was the penultimate issue. I meant to throw that word in there. And now we have She's Dazzling, He's Deadly, and Spidey's Caught in the Middle. Guest starring the sensational Dazzler. In this extremely colorful cover here, we have Amazing Spider-Man 203. Yes, finally in my hands. 203, 206. After these two issues for who knows how long. Had 200, 201, 202 for some of those other issues in the first like 200, 210 run. Last 2 years, but these two need a direct editions of. And just look at this cover again. Spidey, Dazzler. Look at it. Look at the colors. Yes. That is a work of art. And plus it's Dazzler. Like, who just doesn't love Dazzler? Seriously. The sensational Dazzler. But yes, there is my Amazing Spider-Man haul from eBay. Fresh bags and boards, which I absolutely love when sellers and dealers, vendors, or wherever have bags and boards in fantastic shape. Don't have to worry about dirty bags and boards that have been sitting in some musty basement and smell like it. Quick side, I remember I bought some bags and boards from one shop years ago and got the bags home. I didn't look at them, didn't think about it. Got them home, getting ready to like throw them on put some books in them. The bags were just dirty as I've never seen anything like this in my life. Never seen it again. Never saw it before. It was insane. And I was just like, I'm not putting this on my books. I'm not just doing this. So I went back to the shop and I took them back. And I said, hey man, these bags are dirty as hell. And the dude was like, oh, we can't take them back. We don't know how many were in there, which honestly, you could have just counted them too. Then I said, well, why would I use these dirty ass bags in my books? I wouldn't do that to myself. I wouldn't do that to my collection. That makes no sense. So they ended up giving me store credit, which I just snagged some other books I wanted. But it's still like just the audacity of even suggesting that I would take a couple bags out of a pack of dirty ass bags. That's why I'm bringing them back, because I wouldn't use them. If I was going to use them, I would have used them. We wouldn't have this conversation. It makes no sense. So I still ended up getting some other books out of the deal, but it was just the fact that one, they were dirty ass bags. How did that even happen? Two, why would I just take some bags and then try to return the rest of them? What would I do? Just take 2 bags? I only need 2 bags. What comic collector ever in the history of comic collecting has ever just needed a handful of bags and then they were just done? Somebody make it make sense. I don't even know. It's just goofy. But yes, and look at all the cool Spidey corner art. All these 200, so 203 to 233. So just, 242 actually. So there's a span, 8 issues spanning that range there. Take another look, soak it all in. Good fanboy time. Comics, love it. So yeah, that's that. Just a little Spidey haul. So let me know what you're picking up. I'm always interested in engaging with everybody, the community, and just kind of sharing in this fantastic hobby and medium and just celebrating the world of comics. So whatever you're after, no matter what it is, what books you're after, what books you just picked up, drop it in the comments below. The world wants to hear it. People share it. So yeah, happy reading, happy hunting, happy collecting. This is Geno's Comics. Thanks for watching and peace out. And for more comics content, head over to genoscomics.wordpress.com.